Hi sweet friends! Welcome back to Mary's Nest. Today I'm continuing with my Thanksgiving cooking series. Today we're making a copycat version of Bell's poultry seasoning. It's one of my favorites. It's perfect for your Thanksgiving turkey, but personally I think it's even better mixed in with the stuffing. I love it, and you will too. Well, I've got all my herbs and spices ready here, and what I'm going to do is put them all into a coffee grinder. And what I do is, you'll see I've got this one on the bottom marked spices, and I use this just for spices and then clean it out after I'm all done. And just a little tip that I have a little bit of a collection of these. I use one for grinding coffee, one for spices, and one for when I grind my oatmeal, the oat groats. And if you, in your travels or at thrift shops and whatnot, always look for these because they're wonderful to have on hand. And after I grind these all up in the coffee grinder and get them into a really fine texture, I'm just going to store them in a jar like this. Well, here's a close-up of the herbs and spices that I use to make this Bell's poultry seasoning. The first is 2 tablespoons of rosemary, 2 tablespoons of oregano, 2 tablespoons of thyme, and 2 tablespoons of marjoram. Now, marjoram is a type of oregano. It's a little milder in flavor, so if you don't have this, don't worry. Just add a little extra oregano, maybe a teaspoon, and then you'll be fine. And then here I've got 2 tablespoons of parsley. I like to grow the flat leaf Italian parsley and then dry it. And so if you do that, that's great. Otherwise, you can just buy parsley at the grocery store and dry it yourselves, or buy the parsley that's already in the little spice jars. And then here I've got a 1 tablespoon. So this was 2 tablespoons of Italian parsley. This is 1 tablespoon of sage. Sage is strong, so I'm only putting in a tablespoon of it. Then I've got 1 tablespoon of ginger, that's ground ginger. I've got 1 teaspoon of celery seed, 1 teaspoon of, or this is a half a teaspoon actually, of, a teaspoon of black pepper, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. I like that little bit of nutmeg and how it really helps with the overall flavoring of this seasoning. But if you don't have it, you can certainly leave it out. Well, I've got everything transferred to my spice grinder here, actually coffee grinder, but I use it for grinding spices. And I'm going to pulverize this to a fine powder. Well, I ground everything to a fine powder, and it literally took less than 30 seconds. Oh, and by the way, if you're new to my channel and you want to be a modern pioneer and learn how to cook from scratch and make home remedies, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel, and be sure to click on the notification bell below. That'll let you know every time I upload a new video. And now all I'm going to do is just decant this into a little jar that I have. And this is just an old sea salt jar. I'm just going to fill this up, and then I'll have all ready for Thanksgiving for seasoning my turkey or my stuffing. I especially like to use this to season my stuffing. Oh, this smells wonderful. I love it when you make your own spice or herb blends. They are always so fresh. And there you have it, all decanted up, a homemade version of Bell's poultry seasoning. And be sure to check the description below, where I'll put a link to the recipe. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to having you join me again right here in my Texas Hill Country kitchen. Love and God bless. Before you go, be sure to check out these 2 videos. I think you'll really like them. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel, click on the little notification bell that'll let you know every time I upload a new video, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.